Iran just shocked the world with what they're building. Despite decades of sanctions, isolation, and relentless pressure from the world, Iran is literally attempting something that sounds impossible. Move the ocean into the desert, pipelines stretching thousands of kilometers, massive dams, nuclear power plants, entire underground metro systems, and a car industry that quietly ranks among the top 15 largest in the world, producing over 1 million vehicles every year under sanctions. Infrastructure projects so ambitious, they don't even feel real. But here's the craziest part. Most of this never makes headlines. The media barely talks about it. And most people outside Iran have absolutely no idea any of this exists. And this is just the beginning. Because behind all of this isn't just construction, it's a nation reshaping itself under pressure, building faster, bigger, and more aggressively than anyone expected. And trust me, some of these projects get crazier the deeper we go. Let's start with the world's largest shopping mall on Earth. And no, this isn't in Dubai. It's not in America either. It's in Iran. Sounds unreal, right? Because sitting right next to Chitgar Lake in northwest Tehran sits something so massive it barely feels real. We're talking nearly 2 million square meters, stretched across 7 massive floors. And just to clear the doubt, this isn't one of the biggest. Iran Mall is officially the largest shopping mall in the world by total area, even bigger than the Dubai Mall. It took over 25,000 workers and 1,200 contractors to build. At one point, construction crews poured concrete nonstop for 6 straight days, a Guinness World Record. But the real shock starts when you go inside. 12 cinemas, including IMAX screens, a full Olympic-style ice rink, a 2,000-seat theater, a luxury hotel, a massive convention center, even rooftop sports courts sitting above the city-like structure. And then it gets even more unreal. A library with over 45,000 books and manuscripts, a mirror hall built from 38 million handcrafted mirror pieces, and a traditional bazaar inspired by the historic markets of Isfahan, Shiraz, and Tabriz. Because this wasn't designed to be just a shopping destination, it was built to feel like an entire world under one roof. A place where you don't just shop, you get lost in it. America invented the shopping mall. Iran just supersized it. But Iran doesn't just build big, Iran builds beautiful. A 26-year-old Iranian woman built one of the most beautiful pedestrian bridges on Earth, right inside nature itself. And the world gave her a standing ovation. But who is she? And what exactly did she build? Meet Layla Aragian, a young Iranian architect with a bold vision, and her very first major project became a global masterpiece. She looked at a busy highway cutting through 2 beautiful parks in Tehran and asked one question: what if the bridge itself became part of nature? And that's exactly what she built. The Tabiat Bridge. Tabiat means nature in Persian. And this bridge doesn't just connect 2 parks, it becomes the nature around it. 270 meters long, rising 40 meters above the highway below, with not 1, not 2, but 3 full levels. Walking paths, cafes, seating areas, and open viewing platforms with panoramic views of Tehran and the snow-capped Alborz Mountains. 3 massive columns hold it up, shaped like trees, with branches spreading outward just like the forest surrounding it. This is not a bridge. This is a floating park in the sky. 2,000 tons of steel, 14,000 individually cut pieces, built to survive earthquakes above magnitude 7, designed to last 100 years. It won the Aga Khan Award for Architecture, one of the most prestigious prizes on the planet, the Architizer A+ Award in New York, the MENA Architecture Award in Dubai, and in its very first year, 4 million people visited, not to cross it, to experience it. When a bridge gets destroyed, most countries take months to rebuild it. Some take years. Iran took just 72 hours. The Yahyabad Railway Bridge in Kashan, central Iran, damaged in an attack, was back open for freight trains in just 3 days. Equipment was still running on the side, workers were still on site, and the first train already rolling. But here's the bigger story. This bridge is part of Iran's 15,000-kilometer railway network, one of the largest in the entire Middle East. A network that moves 33 million tons of goods and 29 million passengers every single year. And this isn't new. Iran's legendary Trans-Iranian Railway, built between 1927 and 1938, crossed 2 mountain ranges, 4 climate zones, and required 174 large bridges and 224 tunnels. It's now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Iran has been building things that last for over 2,500 years. A nation that's ancient doesn't panic when something breaks. It just rebuilds faster. Sanctions, wars, isolation. The world thought Iran was falling behind. But beneath the streets of Tehran, Iran was building something almost nobody saw coming. A metro system so massive, so advanced, and so visually stunning, it became the largest metro network in the entire Middle East. And the craziest part? Most of the world still has no idea. Over 3 million passengers ride it every single day, more than 310 kilometers of track, 160 plus stations, trains arriving every 3 minutes during rush hour. And by 2040, the network is planned to explode to 500 kilometers and 330 stations across 11 lines. But this isn't just transportation. Step inside the stations and it feels less like a subway and more like an underground museum. Persian mosaics, geometric ceilings, intricate artwork, and massive halls so beautiful, people literally stop walking just to stare. Fully accessible stations, smart cards and QR tickets, women-only carriages, CCTV everywhere, all running under international sanctions. And in 2022, still under those sanctions, Iran unveiled its first fully domestically built metro train set, certified to European safety standards. Passenger service officially began in 2024. The ticket price? Just 15 cents for a ride of any distance. Meanwhile, New York's subway, built more than a century ago, still struggles with delays, breakdowns, and rats. But then, Iran built something that shocked the entire world. In October 2025, Tehran opened one of the most unexpected metro stations on Earth, Mariam-e-Moghadam Station, meaning Holy Mary, as in the Virgin Mary, Mother of Jesus Christ. And remember, this is inside the Islamic Republic of Iran. Nobody expected what was underground. Walk inside and it doesn't feel like a metro station at all. It feels like a cathedral. Vaulted arches, a massive decorated dome, Persian geometric patterns mixed with church-inspired architecture, religious frescoes covering the walls, sculptures of the Virgin Mary in prayer beneath a white dove symbolizing the Holy Spirit. Even a relief sculpture of Jesus Christ overlooking the platform as trains arrive below. The entire station blends Christianity and Iranian design into one breathtaking underground space. It took 10 years to build, and once photos hit the internet, they went viral worldwide. A Muslim country, building a metro station dedicated to the Mother of Jesus Christ. The world genuinely did not know what to say. Now meet this Iran's 5-star luxury train where cabin staff are trained by Lufthansa airline. Welcome to the Fadak Express. What Iranians don't call a train at all. They call it a mobile 5-star hotel. And it lives up to that name in every single way. The Fadak runs at speeds of up to 200 kilometers per hour, connecting Tehran, Mashhad, Shiraz, and Qom. Its coaches were completely redesigned under the supervision of a Swiss engineering firm, with brand new air conditioning, electrical systems, and an interior built around Iranian aesthetics and world-class luxury. Each compartment holds only 4 passengers. Private, spacious, fully equipped with an entertainment system, charging sockets, and sound insulation so good, you can't even hear the train moving. And the food. A catering service comparable to Iran's finest restaurants. Meals fully included in the ticket price. No extra charge. You just sit down and get served. 5 different travel classes, from economy all the way to a special class that includes dinner and a hotel stay. People who used to fly between Iranian cities, they switched to the Fadak. Not because it was cheaper, because it was simply better. But Iran wasn't done with transportation yet. Because while the world was busy sanctioning Iran's roads, rails, and skies, Iran was quietly building a car empire. Meet Iran Khodro, better known as IKCO, founded in 1962. Today, Iran has become the world's 13th largest automobile producer, building more than 1.3 million vehicles a year, despite decades of crushing sanctions. And at the center of it all is IKCO. Their cars aren't just assembled in Iran, they're designed for Iran. The Saman became Iran's national car and was exported to countries like Venezuela, Belarus, and Azerbaijan. The Dena, named after one of Iran's mountain peaks, came with a turbocharged engine pushing 150 horsepower. Then came the Runa, a car developed as Iranian intellectual property so successful it was even adopted in Tunisia as a national vehicle. And in 2024, IKCO unveiled the Rira, including a fully electric version, which makes this even crazier. Iran was experimenting with electric cars back in 2010, while much of the region hadn't even entered the EV conversation yet. But it wasn't just cars. Bahman Group, founded in 1952, exports trucks and vans to places like Cuba, Venezuela, Cambodia, and parts of Africa. While the world saw sanctions, Iran kept building industries. And while Iran was building cars for the world, it was also trying to build something else. A pipeline to Pakistan, a pipeline Pakistan desperately needs. Meet the Iran-Pakistan gas pipeline, also called the Peace Pipeline. A 2,775-kilometer pipeline designed to carry natural gas from Iran's massive South Pars gas field, the largest natural gas field on Earth, all the way to Pakistan. Iran completed its 1,100-kilometer section by 2012. On time, under full sanctions, using Iranian engineers, Iranian technology. Pakistan still hasn't finished its 781-kilometer section, over 10 years late. Not because Pakistan doesn't want it, not because the project doesn't make sense, but because America said, don't do it, and threatened sanctions on anyone who tried. Iran built the pipeline, Iran delivered the gas to the border. Iran did everything right. The pipeline is ready, the gas is waiting. Two neighboring countries, one with the gas, one desperately needing it, separated by nothing but political pressure. Experts say if these sanctions were lifted tomorrow, this would become one of the most successful energy projects in the entire region. Millions of Pakistani homes would have gas. Factories would reopen. Power cuts would end. Two neighbors, one pipeline, zero political will. The most tragic part? The solution already exists. It's just waiting for the world to allow it. But Iran doesn't wait for the world's permission, because Iran has a bigger problem to solve. 70% of its land is desert, and Iran decided to fix that too. Most countries pray for rain. Iran looked at 85% desert land and said, we'll engineer our own survival. First came the dams, over 600 of them built across the country. 600. That made Iran one of the top 3 dam builders in the world during the late 20th century. Together, those dams store around 51.7 billion cubic meters of water, turning Iran into one of the largest water storage nations in the region. And the symbol of that ambition is the Karkay Dam, the largest dam in Iran in the Middle East. A massive structure generating electricity, irrigating farmland, and controlling billions of cubic meters of water, built largely with Iranian engineering under sanctions. While the world was busy sanctioning Iran, Iran was busy building a water empire. Most of Iran's rain falls on the coast, while tens of millions live in the dry interior. The water was there, just in the wrong place. So Iran did the almost unimaginable. They decided to move the ocean. At the heart of this effort is the Inter-Basin Water Transfer Project, anchored by a massive desalination network near Bandar Abbas. Built entirely by Iranian engineers with domestic technology, the Hope Transfer Line pulls water from the Persian Gulf and Sea of Oman, sending it through 3,700 kilometers of pipelines, longer than the distance from London to Cairo, to 17 drought-hit provinces. The main desalination hub alone can produce 1.5 million cubic meters of fresh water per day, with plans to serve 45 million people across nearly 50 plants. Powering it all is a $210 million plant on Keshem Island, made entirely under sanctions. They couldn't import the parts, so they made them. While most countries see deserts as a limitation, Iran saw a challenge. The world said it couldn't be done. Iran said, watch us. This isn't just engineering. It's forcing water to go where nature never intended and telling the desert, you lose. But moving water wasn't enough. Iran needed the energy to power it all, so they built a nuclear power plant. Meet the Bushehr nuclear power plant, the first civilian nuclear facility in the entire Middle East. Started in 1975 by Germany, abandoned after the Iranian Revolution, destroyed repeatedly during the Iran-Iraq War, and left incomplete for decades, was finished by Iran anyway. In 2011, after 36 years of wars and sanctions, Bushehr lit up Iran's power grid. Since then, 75 billion kilowatt hours produced. 2 more units are under construction, and Iran's ultimate goal, 20,000 megawatts of nuclear energy by 2041. Germany started it. Russia helped finish it. Iran operates it.